Hi kids, it's time for the weekly message. As you can see, I'm shaven. I get a haircut because I already got a haircut too. But I need to fix my hair. But last week was so busy. It's gonna be like I was saying, why are we so busy? And I have to say, it's December, dude. There's a lot of activities we need to do. So we started off Friday with Ira's birthday party with his friends. We did it at the Neon Museum. So they got dropped off in the house. We drove there. I have to pick up Elaine in downtown Summerlin because she's hanging out with her friends. But we ate first at the Main Street Cafe, Main Street Buffet at the Main Street Hotel, which is still good even with the old casino, and it's the only remaining buffet in downtown. So it was kind of good. Um, you're not supposed to take pictures in there, but we took pictures of you with the slot machines, the classic slot machines, and Mateo and Evan was there. And after that, we went to the Neon Museum, which is nice to see when it's nighttime. The lights are on, so we saw the signs of the Hard Rock Cafe, Stardust, Tropicana, the Moulin Rouge. So the big ones, the Skull of Treasure Island. So the graveyard was pretty cool. But what was cool is we also purchased what they call the rock and roll show. It's like the neon signs are not they don't have power, so they're projected lights on them to mimic the lights of the signs, and it was a show. They had music. It was nice. It was fun. So it was a good Orville experience. And then we were home, and then Ira blew ate and had the cake, and then that was it for their friends. It was a pretty cool. We bought magnets for them as a souvenirs. um so overall it was a cool party. Hopefully, I just hope that there were more of your friends who can come over. And then the next one was Saturday. Elaine had her last driving lessons, which the teacher said she's ready. So we're probably gonna get more lessons. So before you actually do the test. And then after that, so if it's a busy day for Elaine, after that, Elaine had to do music lessons because that afternoon at 4 p.m. there was Elaine's recital at the Good Samaritan. So Elaine was playing with a trio of violins and then with a whole group of friends and violins. So it was a good presentation for Christmas. It's become our one of our yearly traditions. And then that night, after dropping off Wawa, we go and went to watch the Henderson Knights games, Henderson Silver Knights, and it was sucky. We lost like 4-0. We didn't even score. So it was a good night overall. We had Ira has nachos, and then we had protein balls for mommy and I. Mommy and I we had rice bowls, and Elaine had a grilled cheese sandwich, which is kind of cool. And then on Sunday was a normal sports social night. We heard mass in the afternoon, but I went also to the Gears and Grinds, which is like a twice a month meetup for diecast collectors, which I met some of the Filipinos. Some of the news this week: Warner Brothers is now owned by Netflix, so that's big news. So we can have a crossover of pop K-pop Demon Hunters and the Justice League. So that's funny. But it's a possible issue with antitrust, so they're looking into it. Also, uh, Sophia Kinsella died, the one who did Shopaholic, Confession Shopaholic. So that's a big news too. And in the terms of political news, there's not much news that are political, but um, Trump is still being Trump. So the one thing I want to impart to you this week is it's starting that not only this week, but it's starting in the last few weeks that it's it's getting challenging for you, but it's a learning opportunity in life's challenges. Things will not be easy, always easy. Things will not be perfect. You have failures, you have bad performances, but it's important to push through it, move forward, work harder, practice more, set more time to learn, and in the next opportunity you will do better, right? So that's the thing. You have to um mentalize that you'll do better for the next time you do this. So I know Ira had some bad performances, and in vain is getting is having difficulties in his camp in her camp class. So that's something that you should be aware of or thinking in your mind. Also, I learned personally about leading with gratitude. When you have to say thank you and be appreciative of other people in your work. So I will start doing that to say thank you more and be appreciative of your efforts or being around. So that's it. Love you. Um, Send a message next week. That's it. Bye.